with any luck.
All right, so we can't equip this because we would overflow how much memory we have. Let's take everything off the board for a minute and maybe reassess, because that'll also let us potentially unlock some new info. I like Crash too much, so Crash is going to stay on, although at some point I guess we're going to have to install and use it in an upgrade slot. So actually, I'm a liar. We're going to use it in an upgrade slot. Causes most functions to stun and disrupt targets. That feels like it's nice with the knockback from Breach. And it doesn't seem like Breach is going to let us learn too much about Mystery Dude anyway. So I don't think that's a huge loss. Allow most functions to be used during turn recovery. Ooh. So bounce. Discharge a ricocheting bolt that jumps from target to target. We'll use that. And we'll make this the one that we can use during turn cooldown. So that way we're also going to unlock the secondary for Jaunt. And then how do I want to do this? Creating a packet doesn't seem lovely, but let's do it just so that we can get the data. And then have that as a fallback for some legitimate damage. And hopefully we get more memory in a minute or two. Personal watercraft, make model. It's a Baudelaire Type 8.
You'll be back someday.
These panoramic shots are awesome.
Camerata. Sybil was their eyes and ears. Got close to you. To us. They were hunting people. Don't know for what. But I bet I know who does. I'm gonna ask him why. And I have this feeling he's gonna let us know.
All right, so this has turned into like a revenge mission instead of a like a attempt to flee the city. And I'm about it.
Close as the river's gonna take us.
Wave jumps today, 11. It counted how many times I wave jumped. That's fun.
Okay. Road to high rise should be right around the corner.
Port 37 archway, humidity 56%.
Heads up.
What was that?
Taking snapshots.
Why are you taking snapshots, friendos? Just to obscure my vision?
Process. Still a step ahead. But they haven't stopped us.
Man, the sign work and the iconography that they're using in the various like
What do we have?
storefronts and stuff is rad. A back door.
Sounds like waves. So, don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't this.
I can agree with you, Transistor. Hammock.
That's Sybil. Always palling up to you and everybody. Showed her true colors back there. Wonder how our Camerata friends are gonna feel knowing she's leading us straight to them.
Took a little napper. Oh, snap.
Fun.
Oh, yeah, we're bouncing. Time's bounced 8. Access denied, not yet available. So is this just like a fast travel area? This is us sneaking through the back doors in the code in CloudBank. Speed test 1 of 6.
Let's try door number 1.
Are these like combat trials?
Sand. Water. Nothing.
So we only get 1 and 2. Terminate processes in 32 seconds. I don't know if we've got the loadout to do this. We've got like a lot of very slow weapons. What else? Get over here, boys. Did we get him a turn? We did. We've done it.
Thought there'd be more of them.
Music unlocked in circles. Huh.
Now I want to know what's in door number 2.
Ooh, all right. So this is like a little bass, and we can play songs from the soundtrack here, maybe.
Hello, what's this?
Oh, very chill. Okay, cool.
We better go. Everything's like we left it. Was hoping it'd be more like before.
All right, we've got divergent paths here.
What's the latest?
Over under. So there's a bet. Postponed. Hammers versus Clientele. This week's hotly awaited pennant playoffs to be rescheduled for a later date.
I swear this day. Get myself killed. Now the pennant game's canceled.
At least you still got a sense of humor about it. Word from Central Authority is that the high-rise Hammers will not be playing against defending champions the Sunset Clientele, as previously expected. Authorities declined to comment on the reasons for the last-minute delay, but assured fans of both teams that the season is expected to resume soon, and that all ticket holders will be entitled to a complimentary gift. More news as it develops. No way, the Clientele are going to beat us anyway. Weird.
Canals are just down the bend.
Weird choice to like still very much just act like normal fans in the face of all this craziness that's going on. All right, function files updated is 4 and a new limiter is available. Press space to reveal process limiters. So Breach has a process limiter, or Crash rather. All right, so we learned about Red's career. To appreciate the impact of Red's music, consider first the current state of CloudBank's social climate and how it evolved over the past 2 decades. When an altercation finally erupted in the crowd during one of his performances, it was the first such incident in 4 years. It escalated to the point where administrators were summoned to the scene. As one of the suspects was banned from the premises, he accused Red of being an instigator and a provocateur. Red later stated it was in this moment that she fully understood the potent effect her music had on people. She decided to take certain precautions from that point, receding from the spotlight to compose new material in relative privacy. Rumors swirled, then, once she finally reemerged, trouble followed. So file is corrupted, so we don't have a way to get her last file piece yet. Press to use limiters. Effect when in use, the process will spawn shield cells when terminated. Oh, limiters make the process stronger, but they give me a bonus to experience. Interesting. All right, who else had new function calls? More on Preston. Freewheeling. Tracking systems on his bike indicate that Mr. Moyle headed northwest across the canals late one night, averaging speeds 228% faster than the common standard. He surely was aware that the northwestern corner of CloudBank was offline pending investigation, and this was likely the appeal. Having his very own abandoned part of town to race through on his custom bike was Preston Moyle's dream, and the reality lived up to the dream, judging by the volume of Mr. Moyle's laughter recorded by his bike. However, the recording stopped abruptly. There's going to be something else we're able to do with these, it looks like, that lets me get that third process slot. The channel. What's her name? Neola. The channel is to be a gallery space of sorts designed to showcase eclectic works from those pursuing non-standard vocations that traditionally held little share. Instead, Miss Chen found herself accused of stirring unrest by calling attention to meritless perspectives undeserving of notice. The group accosting her was angry for 17 different reasons in total, including how the channel edged out a competing vote for a metro station that would have bridged the gap from Goldwalk to neighboring High Rise in one short ride. Miss Chen publicly lost her composure in this particular incident, which would have escalated further if not for several individuals who stood in her defense. They later offered their support with any such matters in the future. She agreed to meet with them, not realizing who they were. For Wave Tennigan arrangements, that evening, after his event drew to a close, Mr. Tennigan met members of a group calling themselves the Camerata. They invited Mr. Tennigan to come see what was really going on in his city, as long as Mr. Tennigan promised not to disclose any facts concerning the existence of the group. Mr. Tennigan outwardly accepted, for his curiosity could not be quenched, but inwardly refused, for his commitment to his listeners precluded the keeping of any such secrets. First, he would meet the Camerata on their terms. All right, so let's do another full install wipe here and see what we can still install for new lore tidbits. So nothing for you at the moment. I think all of these ones are good.
Yours truly. Guess I'm not supposed to be here. Not that anyone else is.
No,
So
we still got to use him in an upgrade slot. So let's do our standard. Let's get Crash installed. And we'll add this. Accelerate most functions, raising their range and velocity. That seems actually pretty good on this. So, Red and Mystery Dude teamed up. Love that. We got to use this in a upgrade, split and subdivide most functions for greater results. So I know I need to use you in an active slot, so we can do that. And we'll upgrade you with this. And then we need to use you in a standard slot. And what do I upgrade you with? We've already used you for an upgrade. And we've used you for an upgrade. I'm going to just add Jaunt as a standard.
They can do their worst. Hit it.
Oh, I missed him with like all of those. The camera snaps are so fun as like a weird combat thing. Like they do legitimately make it harder for me to do combat. What a fun debuff.
Ouch.
Oh, those actually work pretty well. Oh, they don't follow. All right. They do follow the rules for like obstacles. Oh, I just literally drop them in front of me. Never mind. All right, friend. Press to use friend. He can use a version of Crash. Oh no, he uses bark. Well, guess what? Get barked on. Oh. You taking care of it for me, bud?
No sweat.
Thanks, buddy. Our good computer doggo, saving the day.
So let me get this straight. The Camerata, they think they can stop you with these process things. But you're just getting stronger.
All right, so it looks like this might be a side area. So Red has this power to stir people to action, and it sounds like she was acting
Looks like
against
you get
this
to put
group,
off
the
selection for a
Camerata.
while longer.
So they wanted her DED dead.
This is new.
Oh, I don't like this. What are you, bud? It's like a hive. No respawns, please. You guys suck. I can tell you that right now. Getting you cornered seems to work, though. I guess I could jaunt in at them. Oh, did it not? That's interesting. It did not use the mines I set down, it didn't look like. Oh, Jesus. Alright, he's out of spawns. So it wasn't super clean, but now we can just finish him out.
That must be how they get here.
Alright, so things like that will deliver process to fight red. The Visitors Bureau. Visitor activity this week down 97%.
You know, I've never once seen the Visitors Bureau open. High rise is dead ahead.
Canal District. Public houses 17.
Much nicer last time we were here.
I don't doubt everywhere in Cloud Bank was nicer last time. The high-rise canal being watched, true.
Hey there, little guy. You lost? No? Get him.
Ooh. You guys are sneaky boys. You don't like being cornered, huh? Well, guess what? If I use turn, you don't get a choice.
Hey, get back here.
Alright, if they take damage, they stop. So we can just do a little turn to get them loose, and then my recharge is fast, and then we can just beat them up. Love it.
What was that all about? Here we go again.
Okay, so we do get a chance to go back and get the old ones. So mask or the charm one. Let's grab the charm one. And then another permission, cash, passive bonuses from functions, opens passive slot 1. And then more limiters. Abundance, sometimes twin cells. Process will strike with twice as much power. Twice as much power? It seems a little aggressive, dog.
It's getting late. Street should be packed.
How is Transistor still surprised that the streets aren't packed? Like, the whole city is a murder machine right now.
Weed's working overtime. Like that?
Oh, get out of here with that shit. The cluckers are nasty. He was spawned well off the screen where I could see him, and he was still able to put ordnance on me.
We made him mad.
All right, so I'm assuming that that cache system is now what's going to let us unlock the third piece. Function files updated is 3. Let's go read them. Yeah, we know we got new limiters.
Sybil Rise. Life of the party. She was bad news from the first.
Sybil Rise. Known in elite social circles throughout Cloud Bank, Miss Sybil Rise organized many of the city's popular public events, from groundbreaking ceremonies to contemporary festivals. She was everywhere, and yet somehow she made time to lead a second, hidden life. As one of the Camerata, Miss Rise was responsible for gathering information about potential high-value targets, people who could contribute to their cause. She did this job to perfection, drawing no notice, though one target in particular caused her much frustration. All All right, so now if we get him into a passive slot, we'll learn more. It's so interesting, this concept of tying what I'm learning about the characters in the game world to how I'm fighting is neat because it makes me reassess how I'm fighting. Ooh, we got some data. Error, subject background data corrupted. Exceptions, recovered data indicates subject had no selections on record. He declined selections. There's a remote possibility, less than 5%, that this information is inaccurate due to data corruption. In the more likely event that the information is valid, subject by definition cannot be matched with census data, as 0% of CloudBank willingly chose non-selection. And then Lillian here, actions taken. Personal records show that Miss Platt was preoccupied with certain rumors and urban legends concerning an unusual phenomenon cited in the northwestern corner of the city, and possible connections between this and the rash of disappearances during the past 12 months. For undisclosed reasons, she did not wish to involve the authorities. Her access to privileged OVC information may have contributed to her decision. Other records show she engaged in clandestine discussions with individuals claiming to have knowledge of the circumstances surrounding her friend's disappearance. She arranged to meet them one night at an unmarked port near Goldwalk Bay. Very cool. All right, let's strip all the mods again. And then we're going to have to get in at least one fight. It's going to be kind of a pain in the butt here for a little bit because we want to make sure that we are getting everything a turn in the one passive slot. So crash and passive gives us immunity to slow and disable, and our damage resist goes to 25. So let's get that one out of the way because I want that one to be back in the like combat pool. You, we need everything on still. As an active, you do alter a target's allegiance. So let's put you in 1. And this seems like a good one to be able to use even when we're on cooldown. And then what else? We need you in a passive, right? Yeah, so we need you in passive. You, we need in passive. So let's make this our standard hitter right now. And we're gonna upgrade it with this, which will give it more a chance to prevent cells from spawning. And then what do we have left? We could fit breach. We could fit bounce. Let's put in breach. There we go. All right, that's our new loadout for the next couple seconds.
Pink is in.
Thank you, Transistor. I appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Telling me that I'm a little steezy. All right, so that's gonna make you join me. And then dish out some death here. Well, it's kind of fun having them on our team. Oh, shoot. I never thought about just using turn to walk like that. That's not a terrible idea. And now we just got homeboy left. Got him.
Golden. I don't like this.
I don't particularly like it either.
Hey! Is anyone out there?
What up, Comatose? Long time, buddy. How are things? Welcome in. All right, so we should have the last of Red's dossier. Yeah, disappearance. The Camerata found her one night once the crowds dispersed after one of her performances. They had reason to believe that she would be alone, rehearsing said new material. But she was not alone, and the presence of another individual disrupted aspects of the Camerata's plan for the night. Red survived the incident, becoming separated from the Camerata due to these unforeseen events on their part. Although her trace data remains intact, partial transfer did occur, including transfer of ownership status of something the Camerata believed theirs. So that's talking about her voice. So they probably wanted to steal her voice to like use it to power their message. Can't wait to finally sit back for the summer, man. I've been having a lot of things to get to and I'm so darn busy. Well, that's the beauty of that long summer day. Hopefully you get yourself a whole bunch of time to get to the things on your to-do list, my friends. All right, we can pull some of this apart again, and this will let us get Crash back into like the main spot. Let me read. So we learned something new about Sybil here. Meeting Red. Ms. Reyes met Red while putting together a small program for up-and-coming artists and became infatuated first with Red's music and then with her. According to diary entries, there was something inscrutable and confident about Red that Miss Reyes could not explain. However, Miss Reyes was frustrated to find that Red grew distant. Through all this, Miss Reyes observed the aloofness of one of Red's companions and decided he must have been insinuating Red against her. Miss Reyes thought through various ways to rectify this. So it sounds like maybe she lied about Red being alone, hoping that it was actually the other person, the mystery dude in Breach, that would catch the hell for it.
Nobody changed the sky like Yondale. Why her?
26th female, meteorology and chemistry selections. Reason cited, sky looks blue because we want it to. She was Cloudbank's first ever sky painter, someone who took the everyday occasion of the ever-changing sky and made an art of it. She worked for the pleasure of thousands who remembered they once took the sky for granted. Miss Yondale gained a significant following as she transformed the skies around the city, and as her skill and popularity grew side by side, she started taking requests. One such request came from her heart. She was drawn to the district of Goldwalk, where her suitor lived, and there she would change the horizon into shimmering sapphire for the solstice, and for their and everyone's sake. This was when her art became a liability. So freaking neat. All right, so we can throw that in as a passive now. I think it's gonna be on Spark. Needs to still go into passive, but that's fine. We can do it after Breach. I want the rest of the info that they're gonna kindly give us about the sword, and it gives me more turn planning potential, which is kind of neat, in an upgrade slot or passive slot. So we can use you in an upgrade slot. Let's have you upgrade Spark, and then how do I want to upgrade Crash here? Generate volatile packets instantly at a regular interval. You just need passive, you just need passive, passive, passive. All right, so basically everything else needs to just be in passive. Let's throw this into Crash. Hey, what up, Afterlife? Welcome in, buddy. And then what do I have left? We could do bounce upgraded with load. Perfect. All right, that's the loadout at the moment. All right, let's hope we didn't stir up too much shit with him just screaming for everyone in the area to come see us. Oh, if I had walked 2 more steps, I would have found another access point. I don't know that it's ever going to be worth me backtracking for access points. They seem to be very plentiful.
They got more friends. Run.
Excuse me?
Just run.
Oh, this is awful. Floating point. Marriage is proposed. 219. Afterlife's here. 2-3.
Maybe more.
Did not love that. We could do without all of those guys. Overlook. Blocks to high rise 16.
Have a look out there. Toward high rise. Traverson Hall. The annex building. They're not there anymore. Half the skyline's disappeared. Whatever's after us, it's spreading. The Camerata. They'd rip this whole town apart. To get us. Or to get away.
So are they like...
It's that sandbox. Shall we?
Are they like viruses? Because like it seems like this is
Doors open up.
everything is
How
a
about we shut 'em?
everything is a computer program, right? Like that's obviously pretty simple to say. Den occupant stray process.
Hey, she's friendly.
Oh, it's our doggo.
Hi, Luna. Can I call you Luna?
Oh my god. Hi, Luna.
Luna, fetch.
Oh, Luna. We're gonna have so much fun. So this game is now just bouncy ball or beach ball dog fetch simulator. Get it. Yeah.
All cozy here, but what's going on out there? Process. I thought it only wanted you. It wants the whole town.
It's fun when Red makes the little like, with her not being able to talk, when she makes just like the exasperated noises. All right, so that door's always speed test, and then this is planning test. Okay, so these are just like combat and strategy
Door
challenges.
number 1, round number 2.
So we got to do this one a
Ready when
quick.
you are.
Functions presets installed. Let's go. 48 seconds for this one.
Let's see how quick we can do this.
Oh boy. Wait, why am I? Oh, I don't even know what I'm using. I'm using get and load. So what does get do? Not very much. So it wants me to use load.
How
Okay.
about this?
So I'm going to be putting down mines with load and then using get on them. Is kind of what I gathered here. Oh, it's the load that's like bonused, and the packets we can just hit with the little thing. Okay. So that's interesting because it does come down to like knowing the loadout.
That ought to do it.
We unlocked interlace. It's rare that I would care about little mini things like this to unlock soundtrack stuff, but the music in this is beautiful.
Door number 3.
Planning tests.
We're surrounded.
So all we have is breach. We have to get everyone in one turn. Okay, I see what they need me to do. Got him. Peace, goobers.
Never mind.
This even Transistor's like, oh, shit, you done did it. More music. How about unlocking more doggos? What if we just overflowed this whole island with doggos? All right, Luna, be good. We'll see you later. We'll play with your ball.
That's our girl. Okay, back on track.
All right, we got to get in a fight because I want to be able to take breach off of the passive slot.
Dug in their heels this time.
Hi, guys.
You're psyching them up. Had enough?
Yeah, I like having crash not tied to cooldown, because then we can still use it when we want to use it in planning, but we can also just start going like completely ham sauce with it when we're on cooldowns. Cluckers, you're making it too easy to run away. You always wait until I've got some planning juice left. Maybe you didn't think that through. All right, next access point, we can change it up again. I would do less going into the access points and changing our loadout constantly if they weren't also teasing me with lore. Like, there's no way to get me to stop that. Disappearance. Timestamp on subject's integration coincides with timestamp of previous authenticated user relinquishing access and control. Although subject's trace data was corrupted during integration, nonetheless, such data has its uses and consequently derived a suitable function. Subject's trace data remains disjointed and cannot be recovered. So he was integrated at the same time whoever was using Transistor lost control of it, and that's why we found it just embedded in him, right? Like they let him go. But obviously that has its own complications. All right, we might as well just kind of go down the line here with the passives. So Spark, spawn a copy when attacked. Copy life is 20 seconds, or copy life is 20 health. Cooldown is 1.5 seconds. Cool deal, friend. And then we can put you back in. And then, yeah, sure, why not? We can have you Charm. Oh, and actually Charm we know a new thing on. Was that the only other one we knew? It is. So more about Fairy Yandale. Solstice. Administrative restrictions over the northwestern part of Goldwalk conflicted with the breadth of sky that needed painting. Because of her physiological state, however, Miss Yandale disregarded the restrictions and painted away. The result was stunning, as the majority of onlookers failed to find words to describe it. But because Miss Yandale wantonly ignored a front-page directive from administration, she was banned from sky painting for a term 2.5 times longer than she found acceptable. She petitioned for reprieve and came in contact with an administrator who suggested there were ways the term could be lightened. She was eager to learn how. That sounds ominous as fuck. The ferry building. Oh, it doesn't look like the ferry's in though.
Coast is clear.
Is it? Person's panicked. 12,000. Oh my god, look at the timer going up, or the counter going up.
So it's true.
Traverson Hall is gone. Administration scrambles to explain sudden disappearance of historic high-rise landmark.
Red, let's go. While we still can.
The ever-changing facade of Traverson Hall may be gone for good, as independent reports confirm the entire structure has vanished. A 100 square block area surrounding the structure's location has been designated offline pending investigation, OPI, as administrators conduct a thorough search of the premises. If you have information pertaining to this report, please contact your local administration. If anybody's reading this near Traverson, leave as soon as you can. Red. Our comment was held for moderation.
How many good drinking joints here? Caddies. Seaside. Cloud Alley. All shut down.
All right, so twice as much clip size on the snapshot, which you never like. Oh, I can't breach him a second time. Interesting. Right, because we're turning him into a friend. Oh, cool.
More, huh?
They actually help me when I've got them locked in. I can get behind that.
Faster.
Our copy's doing work. If for just nothing more than like soaking up bullets from the clucker. Got him. I like almost didn't see that cheerleader except for the fact he was helping this snapshot. What up, buddy? Let me introduce you to some crashes. Got him. Wait, who else? Oh, I didn't even see y'all. That felt really good to hit the weed with the string shot.
Who else?
That was a pretty big fight, actually.
Stay out of our way.
I like that Red very much is literally someone who lets her sword do her talking for her. None of these are investigatable. Whoever this guy was, he was a Cloud Bank resident. Earlier, they were saying his file says that like he can't be matched to anybody because no one in Cloud Bank turned down selections. But he knows about this area. He was naming off all the bars and stuff. Oh God. Cipher, come close and translation stop.
I'll miss this place.
Interesting. All right, that's to go to high rise. Nothing else to explore. All right, we're on our way to high rise.
Going up.
The creepy like process takeover is very
Should be able to
weird.
get up through here.
All right, what did we have? So this is Lillian Platt. She was the, what did she do? She was a scientist. Miss Platt never learned the truth about her vanished friend, although in a brief moment she did learn the truth about the unusual phenomenon. To the Camerata, Miss Platt was more of a meddler than an opportunity. One of a scarce few who held some knowledge of their movements. When the time came, they made sure that they were nowhere near her last known location. According to OVC, Miss Platt has been missing for more than 2 weeks, and the trail has gone cold. Incidents of foul play have occurred less than once a year on average for the last 10 years, but authorities have not yet ruled it out in this case. All right, so we can pull you out, and then that gives me room to throw someone else into it. Recover more quickly after using turn, but then I'm not going to be able to use that during turn cooldown. Let's rip out bounce. Gain a 25% chance of becoming a super user when using turn. Let's try this one. And then I think we're actually just going to roll like this for now. Unused functions available. Yes. Blocks to high rise is 8.
Works.
We're going to get
Next
the
stop,
old video
high rise.
game elevator fight.
Something's wrong.
Yeah, of course.
Get ready.
Still a video game, dog.
So,
The weeds are tough because I get close to use crash and it just winds up hurting me. Get out of here, snapshot. You guys suck. I'm gonna get this one. Just chain fire him.
it's back.
Oh, kill. Oh, is this because I'm a super user? Oh, that was freaking cool.
You feel that?
Select function. So get is the one we were using in that speed trial before that I didn't really understand. Force a target close to the user, stronger against distant targets. So it's just like a get over here. Function is magnetic rearranging. Makes most functions pull targets out of position draw in cells faster and from further away. Or ping, rapid and efficient. Fire rapid kinetic charges in a straight line. Upgrade to reduce turn planning cost and speed up most functions. Or in a passive slot, move much further in a single use of turn. Awesome. So that's just speed related. We will take it. Another upgrade slot. Ooh, you can slot more than one of these bad boys. All right, well, we want to unlock our primary and just get that locked in. New limiters, initiative. The process will respawn from cells in much less time. User will lose access to 6 memory or more. Functions may be uninstalled. Sweet Jesus. That one's brutal. All right, once we got an access point, we're going to put some new toys on.
Welcome to High Rise.
Oh, thank you.
Welcome home.
Well, this is where we live. All right. Then it's time to go home.